Tuesday, November the 13th. Welcome to Craven Park at Hull. A Craven Park that's looking very new, very smart, very spick and span for this Stones Bitter League Championship game between Hull KR and Wigan. And so they meet with Hull KR with 4 wins, 3 losses and 1 draw, 4th in the table. Wigan, unusually for them, still matches in hand, but they are below Hull KR, so they will be fighting hard. This game, of course, postponed because of the test match, and Wigan's test team players are all out this evening, and it's the Great Britain captain, Ellery Hanley, in the centre of the field, but I don't think he will have the job of kicking off. So all the Wigan test players are back, and also Tony Iro is turning out after a long spell of injury, and this could well be a very torrid struggle. Both sides, as per programme, into the Wigan in goal area. Wigan tonight in blue and white, having to change because of the clash of colours, driving up hard up to the 25 line. Plenty of shadows over the ground. That's not awfully powerful. A good driving run brings Wigan another 10 yards outside. Tommy round the blind side, and Wigan have lost possession. Hanley dropped it, and Wigan in an awful lot of trouble as Hull KR drive towards the Wigan line. Hull now in a strong attacking position. 10 yards out, right underneath the Wigan post, working round the narrow side, forward, driving hard, and held only just short. Wigan under a lot of pressure now. Hull KR piling it on now, spreading it out, no little stumble. Wigan still finding it hard to put them down. Perilous position this for Wigan in these opening seconds. Right underneath the Wigan post, Hull keeping it. Little kick through, should be covered well. Beautifully picked up and run out by Wigan. Coming very strongly away after being under a lot of pressure. They're now back almost up to the 25 line, trying to come through from acting half-back. Myers having come inside, and referee Holdsworth says they're offside. Come out too quickly, lying up too close at the play of the ball, so this should be a bit of relief from Wigan. Joe Lydon being brought in from the right wing, hoists a long, good ball. Touch judge marks it a couple of yards inside the Hull half. Martin Dermott coming up to take the tap. Lucas driving hard, Wigan forwards backing up well, being met strongly and sternly by the Hull KR defenders. Out to Gregory, who's very, very close. Edwards goes through without the ball. Good glow tackling by Hull KR. Snuff out the Wigan mover. Quick play the ball onto Edwards. Edwards moving it right. Got there. Boos as Hanley takes it over to the far side. I think it's fear of him getting moving. Hull KR lining up very flat at the play of the ball. Coming in quickly on Wigan. And Wigan still driving hard forward. Moving in extremely well. Gregory now. Them back to Gregory. Long one out. Wigan going hard down the wing. Can they get it out to the wing? Wigan cutting inside and held, 10 yards short. Referee signaling that 5 tackles have gone. Wigan still moving the ball. Edwards hoists it out high to the corner. Sullivan's there ready for it and takes it well. Tackled as he's taking it. That was a very testing kick there for Sullivan. Took it well out on the wing. Now it's Hull KR who are going to have to battle away out from their own line, and the forwards come away well. Good clearing run in. Crowd screaming for Wigan to get back on side as Wigan move up quickly again, and these forwards are coming at them very hard. Both backs trying to sort themselves out in these early moments. Referee going over and penalising Wigan in the tackle, lying on, says the referee, and this will be relief as Hallis, I think it is, coming over from the right centre position to kick down the Wigan right wing, left-footed. It's a high ball and into touch. 10 yards short of the halfway line. LKR keeping it tight at the moment. Wigan forwards hunting as a pack going in. And they're meeting each other very strongly. Wigan spotting the move. Both sides finding it difficult to make ground in these early moments. Been rather tight in the forwards, and it's still being kept there. Ball's not going out, getting out to the backs at all yet. Here's the kick behind the defence. It's a good long kick. That's a beautiful kick. A great tactical kick, leaving Hampson with no chance at all to take it. But it will be Wigan's feed, and Wigan with the loose head. And the odds are that it will come out to Wigan 12 yards out from their own line. It's not quite as bright as they might be as Gregory comes over to feed. Referee's keeping them apart. In it good, coming out to Gregory. Referee not happy the way it's come out. Got to go in again. Watch it out in between and behind the second row. And it's Hanley who's bringing it away from the pack. Strong running by Hanley up to the 25. Took it away well from the base of the scrum. Now Edwards kicking behind the defence on the second tackle, pushing Fletcher back into his own 25. Fletcher retreats. He has Sullivan with him on the inside. Decided he's going to go on his own on the outside. He doesn't get anywhere. Easily put down just outside his own 25. Sullivan waiting for the play the ball, having a little run from acting half-back, giving his team time to get back, and Riku get themselves lined up correctly as the forwards once more come charging in. Great move from the crowd on the far side. Could see something we couldn't. Once again, a good kick behind the Wigan defence. OKR kicking tactically very well indeed, pushing Wigan back. Wigan not being able to get into any sort of gear. 5 minutes gone and still no score. Referee Holdsworth on the narrow side, on the far side as Gregory feeds. And it's a penalty. Referee signalling penalty against Wigan on the far side of the scrum. Not putting it in correctly. Palace being brought over to kick left-footed, put Wigan under more pressure. 35 yards out from the Wigan line. Stabs it into touch. Once again, the pressure's coming from Hull KR. With all Hull KR attacking in this first 6 minutes or so. Wigan never really penetrated. Tight in the forwards, now they're spreading it out. The dummy taken, nearly through. Wigan move up quickly, moving into the line out, stopping the flowing football. Long lob pass could be intercepted. A danger here. Wigan got tearing down the field. Can they get it inside? And they can. And it's Edwards who's streaking for the line. They're not going to catch him from inside his own half. He's streaking for the post. And the first blood is going to go to Wigan. Well, how a game turns round. All the pressure had come from Hull KR in those first 6 minutes. Nearly all the play had been in the Wigan 25, and that was an extremely loose pass by Hull KR. Well intercepted by Myers. He did well to get away. He was down on his knees. Edwards, was backing him up and streaked down from inside his own half. They couldn't get near him, they couldn't get a finger on him, and so for the first try of the game, and it's over. Wigan 6. Well, that will give Wigan new heart. They've been struggling there for quite some time. They've been under a lot of pressure. And Wigan should get possession again from this kick as it's lofted into the right up to the try line. Wigan driving in hard. Right up to the 25 on the first charge. Hull KR line up very, very close from the play. The ball, there's a big gap in the centre of the field. Hanley just couldn't quite get through it. Drags himself forward 10 yards. On to Gregory. Gregory trying to get it out to the right wing. Wigan dummying, but good sound tackling. Puts out the move. Hanley moving it across. Wigan coming again down the middle, trying to draw in the defences. Gregory, he doesn't get it. They change it on to Edwards. Edwards trying to get it out to the right wing. Wigan trying to get down the high roll line wing, up to the halfway line. Referee says 5 tackles have gone. Who's going to take the kick now? And it's hoisted high into the air. Deep, an awkward one, and beautifully taken. Nice clean catch. Past out to Haddy, managed to keep it going, but it looked as if the tackle had been completed. Forwards trying to batter the way through the Wigan defence. A lot of effort going into this play, not a lot of guile. Wigan player hurt in that tackle. Came off worse as they went in, still flat out on the floor. As a good attack goes down the left wing. Lovely dummy inside. Gets away from Hampson. A beautiful run by Sullivan. And he's over. A great equalising try by Sullivan. Came in from the wing. 10 minutes gone. The Hull forwards drove in hard first, and then it went out to Sullivan. Didn't look as if he had a great deal of opportunity, and then he came inside, and although Hampson managed to touch his feet, he had the strength and the power, and when he got close to the line, he had the determination to bang the ball down. And so with 10 minutes gone, after that Sullivan try, and it was a good try, it is now Hull KR 4, Wigan 6, and an easy kick, just a few yards to the left of the post. "12 yards out. A Wigan player coming off. Looking very, very shaken. And over it goes, scores level. And it's Gildart who is coming on for Dermot, not Goodway. Gildart who's coming on. So Wigan into the in-goal area. Now we're seeing the usual forward tactics in their own 25, doing the donkey work, trying to bring the ball away. Hampson should have that covered. Takes it at the second attempt. It bounced rather awkwardly for him. Hampson driving in hard, eventually smothered on the far side. Bit of one-man rugby from Wigan at the moment. There was a lot of ground gained though. The dummy running among the forwards, not gaining a lot of ground. Hanley behind the play of the ball. Gregory dancing his way through, making a lovely break, turns it on. Wigan should score here, and it goes in, and Wigan are underneath the posts. Well, Wigan made that try look so easy, and who was it again but that man Gregory there in the middle of the field, proving so elusive, and the Hull KR defence looked paper thin there. And the conversion is there, no problem with it at all. Well, from the kick-off, Wigan once again driving away from their own try line, keeping it tight, running it out, trying to get outside this 25, and looking strong in the forwards and the middle of the field, and very alert at half-back, as now there's a big gap as he spread it down the right wing. Streaking now, can Wigan complete the tries? They're coming inside, still going, and followed from behind, and that was a great surging run by Wigan. Hanley's up, wanting a quick play the ball, spreading it out the left. There's a big gap over this side, a big overlap, as once again Gregory hands it on. Hampson going in feed, going hard for the line, puts a kick in, and the chase is here, and Has the referee given the try? Yes, as Myers goes over. And Wigan rampant at the moment. Once again, the half-backs. No, he's given them offside. He's judged he was in front of the kicker, and so it will be relief for Hull KR as they find touch on their own 25. Well, Wigan made it look easiest. First they surged down the right wing and then broke them out on this left wing, and there was a tremendous overlap. If only the ball could have been passed out instead of having to be kicked. And of course, quite often when you get a kick like that, 9 times out of 10 the referee judges an offside. Well, the kick has been overrun, 10 yards from the halfway line, a slow play the ball. And one of the Hull forwards looking very weary as he goes back after the play of the ball. Lined up for the kick. Hampson takes it so cleanly, so beautiful to watch him take those kicks through. Taken inside his own 25, Wigan having to backpedal. OKR waiting for them and not going to meet them, and they paid the price for it as Wigan still surging forward. Wigan keeping the ball moving, looking a lot faster than Hull KR in possession of the ball. Sullivan taking it on the touch. His flag has gone up. Must have touched it after it had gone into touch, I think. Can't see from here. We're very, very high up and a long way away from the play. Hull in possession from the scrum. Parker moving it out to Smith. Hull KR going across the field, not penetrating at the moment. We're coming up to the halfway stage in this first half, and Wigan knocking them down with a fair amount of ease at the moment. And that was good, strong running. Ball's gone loose, that should be Wigan. Referee lets it go. Wigan, Edwards dives on it very, very quickly, and Hanley waiting for the play of the ball. Wigan have a break, they can't get through. Ball's gone astray and knocked on. Wigan almost through, final pass going astray. Dean Bell coming in very, very hard. Referee not happy with the scrums. Parker waiting to feed. And there's going to be a penalty given. Referee giving it to Wigan, I think. Joe Lydon. Oh, it's a high one. And we've got Lydon out on the left wing. Myers has gone out on the right, not in accord with the programme. Wigan now on the 25, driving towards the line. Hull KR in very quickly. Wigan turning the ball inside, they had to. Hull were right in the line out. Wigan going round in decreasing circles as they try to drive forward. Hull getting quickly into the Wigan line out. Gregory moving across. Little kick through. Cover is there to take it. So Hull KR have got the difficult job of bringing it away again. Now Wigan feel getting on top, but they were struggling in the early stages of the game, but they've come more and more into the game. And Hull KR finding it harder to break the Wigan ranks in the centre. Rushing tackling coming on by the Wigan forwards. Every inch of ground having to be fought for and struggled for Little dealt from behind the play the ball. Forwards lying up, some of the whole players are lined up well offside as that kick is taken. Hampson coming over, ball goes away from him, he's plenty of room to move in, he's allowed 10 yards now as he goes turning down the right wing, makes a good run, a lot of yardage gained. Myers going over, moving it inside. Wigan using the strength. Gregory very, very close to the play of the ball, and it's Gregory who has it, holding it, flicks it back inside. Wigan keeping it tight in the middle at the moment. And the brakes on that Wigan as Hanley dances his way through. He's got back to support, he's going on his own, he's holding it, bringing it in, bring the wingman inside onto Aaron. Wigan now driving for the line, and they're going to get held 10 yards out. He just ghosted his way through then, did Hanley. Cut through beautifully, and they can keep it moving. There's an overlap as they drive for the line, turned inside, and Wigan diving for the line, and over. 23 minutes gone, and the trainer being called on. Dennis Betts coming back onto the field, injured after he got his try. Injured as he was going over. Joe Lydon now, 10 yards or so to the left. Well, Wigan had a big overlap there as they ran that try in. Set up on the right, set up well by Hanley, and then moved across the field well for Betts to go over on the left-hand side of the post, and Joe Lydon gets the goal. Dark shadows over in that far corner. And Wigan being allowed to make a lot of ground at the play of the ball. Round those rocks, they're looking far more powerful, and they come driving straight forward, and that's gained another good 10 yards of ground. Iro going down, and Myers with him. Myers coming inside. Nearly every Wigan player making a lot of ground every time he gets the ball. Wigan players lining well up for the kick as it's hoisted high. They've got to give him 10 yards to run it. Sullivan with him. Does well eventually. And he is hurled back towards his own try line. Once more in and around the Rovers 25 line. Straight and hard, like running into a brick wall. Once again, a nice little short overhead kick, well covered, nicely taken, cleanly taken. Hampson coming over quickly to help Lydon out. Wigan looking for support, can't get rid of it. Kick behind the defence, rolling to the touchline and into touch. That will save his forwards an awful lot of graft. However, it will be Parker to feed, and Parker should get it out. Back in his own 25. In it goes. Pack's wheeling, Parker bringing it away well from the base of the scrum. Nearly made a clean break. Came away well. Hull KR must be feeling very frustrated at the moment. They keep running into this cast iron Wigan defence. Wigan pack wrapping up their opposition with the greatest of ease at the moment. Moans and groans coming from the Rovers supporters, and that seems the best ploy at the moment. Referee lets the advantage go. The crowd was screaming for an obstruction. Referee didn't give it. Signalling that 5 tackles have gone. There's the kick behind the defence into the in-goal area. Wigan covering across quickly. Nearly missed it. They were onto it very quickly, and the touch judge's flag goes up. The referees points to the sticks, and Wigan are going to have to drop out from their own post. Well, Hull KR latterly have started using the short overhead kick, and there it came off. Wigan hesitated a little bit. I was following the ball. The crowd was screaming for obstruction, but the referee let play carry on as Hull regained possession. And another little kick pushed Wigan back into the ring goal area. Joe Lydon takes a deep one to Sullivan. Crowd, great buzz. Touch judge is on. I think Wigan have infringed in the tackle. Touch judge having a word with the referee. And the penalty being given. Hallis was going over to take a kick for goal, but the Rovers decided they're in an attacking position. They're going to try and get another try on the board, and it's in to the forwards. And it's a bit of brute force and ignorance as he bullocks and bashes and bulldozes his way a couple of feet forward and no more. Little run around. And Rovers lost a bit of ground there. Wigan still pushing them back, going in hard in the tackle. Rovers having lost ground from the last play of the ball. Passing's a bit slow and sloppy. That could be a high one. Probably heard the oohing from the crowd. Now we're going to get a card shown. Hanley going over to see what is happening. Not a sending off, not a sin bin. Referee had a long word, a long talk. Crowd don't like it. Half an hour gone. Kickable penalty. And there's no quarter being asked for and none given between these two packs as they've taken each other on. Wigan looking rather more speed. Tap taken, they're refusing the goal, there's so many points behind. And Wigan, look at that, carried him away. Carried him back nearly into an own try situation and pushed him back a good 5 yards. Once again, Wigan moving quickly. Wigan right in the line out, they try to get it out to Sullivan, and there's no way that ball's getting out to the wing. Still inside the Wigan 25, and the Wigan defence not cracking at the moment. Wigan pushing Hull KR across the field, not letting them gain an inch. There's a nice little through kick, it's on the floor. Wigan take it cleanly now. They're going to have to battle the way out of their own 25. But not that way, running straight across the field. And now it's Hull KR who are coming in and holding, pinning Wigan down in the 25 area. And that's good tackling, one down below, one upstairs. Wigan now trying to get it with a little overhead kicks followed. Beautifully picked up by the Wigan, turning down the field. Hanley's there with Edwards, onto Edwards. Edwards streaking for the line, lobs it out to the right. Wigan must score as he goes out to the wing. And the hell just short. The Wigan, that little overhead kick came off beautifully. Now it's been sprayed out. Hanley hoists a high ball. Dean Bell is over there. Wigan have an overlap. It goes out to Lydon. He's coming inside, trying to force his way over. And the referee has given the try. Well, that kick of Hanley set it up. Came into the middle of the field. 35 minutes gone in this half. And another 4 points to Wigan, to Joe Lydon. Joe Lydon making a great comeback after his injury. Hull KR who opened the score in 6. Wigan now 22. And this is a long one this time for Lydon. Just 10 yards in. And that's a good kick. It's a beauty. Well, after that lovely surge by Wigan, Lydon popped it over. He's having a great night on his return. Scored the try, kicked the goal. Wigan 6. Wigan 24. Hull KR 6. The first points to Hull KR, but Wigan now running rampant in this first half. Long lob pass, trying to get it out to Iro. Iro streaking down the field, looking very fit and very strong. Still going down. Now awful job getting him down. Still on his feet with 3 people hold of him. He's a man mountain. He's a tower of strength there when he's coming through. Dangerous. Gregory lobs a long one to Bell. Bell quickly out to Lydon. Lydon flicks it back inside. Wigan can't take it. There's little trouble going on over the touch line. Touch judge, given touch. Hassel. Hallis had come over to take Lydon into touch. Now Parker to feed. Packs all over the place, and Wigan have knocked on behind the scrum. Gregory not up, he opened his mouth. I think the little penalty's gone. Wigan had won the ball against the head. Gregory, so eager, couldn't pick it up and said, oh dear, oh tut, and the referee gave another penalty 10 yards further on and just inside the Wigan half. Hallis, the right centre, left-footed kicker, has no trouble finding touch. 7 or 8 yards outside the Wigan 25, takes the tap. Wigan in, eager for the fray. We come into the last minutes of this first half. There has been some injury time for the long stoppage, and Wigan made the substitution. Wigan right in the Rovers line out, causing them to turn the ball back inside. Little bit of desperation now. He comes out to Hallis. Hallis going inside, and he can't get over the Wigan 25 line. Suffering a bit of hold, the hooker moves it inside. 5 gone, says the referee, as they've just moved in along the 25 line. Oh, and that's a funny kick, and that's Wigan's. Lucas has to juggle with it. Gets it at the second attempt, but he pushed it back. So Wigan now in their own 25. Wigan made the break down the right wing. Hanley surging along. Turn it inside onto Iro. Iro driving forward. Puts a kick in. It's been charged down. And Wigan have got it back. Getting up very gingerly. Not at all happy in that run. I think Iro could well be injured again. Wigan are flattened. Had a lot of trouble trying to get back into fitness after his operation. Edwards moving it out onto Hanley. Hanley onto Hampson. Hampson gets it out to his wingman, stepping inside, but there's plenty of cover to flatten him. Iro back on his feet. Little dummy, There's the break as Wigan got turned, they've been intercepted. Wigan flowing the ball about with gay abandon there, and it got them into a little bit of trouble. Ball was just thrown around without looking. Paddy, the wingman, moving it inside. Weakness over on the wing, and Sullivan can't take it cleanly. None too good a pass, he had to stretch for it. So it should be Wigan's feed. Gregory approaching the scrum from the Rovers side, of course, always his tactic. Puts it in, long one out to Edwards, Edwards holding it. We bring him Bell in the middle. Oh, he's gone through beautifully. Look at that for a lovely run, and Wigan must score here. And they're easily over. Underneath the post. Well, that was beautiful, beautifully set up by Bell there. He cut through so well. And we needn't say who got that one, the great man himself, Hanley, going over for the try, right on the stroke of half-time. To come to Hull and win is never easy, but to come to Hull and pile the points like this is almost a fairy tale come through. Joe Lydon then stabs at it, makes it 30. Must be playing in injury time now. Wigan on their own 25. Seem to have no problem in gaining at least 5 yards. Edwards having a nip, trying to dance his way through. Hanley, general tonight. Forwards have battered the way to 10 yards from the halfway line. Gregory puts the kick in behind the defence. Fletcher is there. 10 yards out, he's Sullivan with him. Sullivan drives in hard. OKR up in the first division now, finding it's a hard life in this league. Particularly as Wigan are almost at full strength. Platt, who do so much work, coming away from the tattle. Here's the kick. Hampson having to go across, takes it well. Goes down with it safely. Wigan going crossfield at the moment. And there goes the hooter for half-time with a very dominant Wigan. Players go off. Must be a very dispirited Hull KR side. 6, Wigan 30. One wonders what the coaches must have said at half-time. What do you say to a team that's 36 points down and playing against a team that's in such rampant form as Wigan? OKR then starting off this second half. Well, they've spent so much of the game in and around their own 25. These rugby league lads, they never seem to give up. They haven't played particularly well in the first half. Now they're showing a little more determination, keeping the ball moving well, and they brought it up to 10 yards from the halfway line. Now it's a little bit better surge in the start, and there's a nice little overhead kick. With plenty of players up there, and the surging towards the Wigan line, and Wigan have done extremely well, and they've not stopped it. Well, that was nice play. They tried their ploy a couple of times in the first half, and it put a lot of threat onto Wigan. Now Wigan in possession for the first time in this half. Joe Lydon 15 yards out from his own line. Wigan the length of the field to go, and the way they're playing tonight, they're quite capable of doing it. Forward showing a lot of strength. Tremendous pack out tonight with Skerrett and Platt, Betts. Wigan now onto Hanley. Hanley coming strongly, knocking one off, still coming down the middle. Edwards waiting behind the play, the ball to Gregory. Gregory, little kick through along the floor, picks it up again. Back. I think the referee is signaling 5. I thought he might have given back to 1 as Wigan fling a long one back to Joe Lydon. He moves it across to Hampson, and it's Hampson who puts the kick in. Fletcher has it well covered, takes it well, running it out. Lost his wingman, still going, and eventually has to dive with the ball inside his own half. Haddy from behind to play the ball, trying to force his way through. Fletcher up to acting half-back. Gap in the Wigan defence has been found. Good running by OKR. They're coming back into the game, and the ball's gone loose and knocked forward. Well, there was a gap opened up there. Wigan becoming complacent. The game started this way in the first half with Hull KR on top, and Wigan were under a lot of pressure, and they've played very well so far in this opening 3 minutes. Wigan not got in. They left a gap a mile wide there down the middle of the field. Gregory to feed. And it's Gregory who has it, lobbing it out to Edwards. Edwards coming across the field. Can't get his pass into Iro. Iro going to act in half-back. Iro knocking them down, knocks another one off. Eventually has to go down to a tackle by Sullivan. Edwards moving it inside. Wigan driving, oh, that's powerful running, good forward running, hard and straight and determined. Edwards working to make a move, I think, going on his own across the middle, but they're in the Wigan line. Now it's Gregory coming up to try and get Wigan into gear. Long pass out, and there's a gap. They're coming for the interception, and Wigan have got advantage from it. Turning down, Bell's on the inside, and it turned a long one in. Wigan lost themselves there. The Hull KR backs moved into the Wigan line out, and Wigan spotted it and cut through, and looked as if they were coming for the intercept. Wigan spoiled it, however. Packs wheeling all over the place. Referee going to order a re-scrum. It's gone round half the circle. Big Parker to feed again. Packs still not straight. A lot of heaving and thrutching and manoeuvring for position going on among these front rows. Referee breaking them up. Want him on the other side of him. He'll get squashed like a nappy butty if he's not careful. Parker bringing it away well from the scrum. Edwards coming across, didn't quite get his man. Covering back, good play by Rovers. They're combining well. There's a Wigan player flat out on the ground. Feeling it might be Edwards as he went into the tackle. Can't quite see from here. And Hull KR going cross-field. And a long pass goes out to Haddy. Haddy going for the line. And he's well tackled, side down to the ground. Wigan back to full strength again, but there's a big gap in the middle of the field, but a bad pass. Being recovered, coming inside, and Wigan under a good dumping tackle on the Wigan 25, but this opening minutes, it's on the Hull, trying to get it out. On to Watson being held. OKR now piling on the pressure, driving at the Wigan line. Referee signaling that 5 tackles have gone, and we're going to get a little move here. Little grubber kick, and it was beautifully covered by Hampson, and he picks it up so well and clears the line. Positioned himself perfectly for that stabbed grubber kick. Wigan now on their own 25. And not coming as straight this time. Crabbing across the field. Game bogged down a little bit at the moment. Wigan keeping it close and tight. Can't do anything else where the defences are coming up on them. Trying to draw them in. 5 gone and Wigan on again. Very, very little ground with those 5 tackles. Long kick by Gregory. Coming to Sullivan. Sullivan coming hard. Met by Iro. And Myers on the halfway line. Ho, the hooker playing attacking half-back. Watson trying to go through, Iro hanging on to him, just manages to keep in play. Foot inside the touchline. Sullivan going cross-field and he's flung down again by Iro. It's a devastating tackler. Hanley in there doing an awful lot of tackling as well. Hampson again, so clean on the high ball, and Wigan been given the penalty. They were in the 10-yard area. Hanley calling for Joe Lydon. Joe Lydon finds it 10 yards short of the halfway line. A lot of pulling down these Wigan forwards. Gregory holding it, hands it on. Good tackle, he passed off the floor, the referees let him go. Bit fortunate to get away with that, Wigan. Hanley steaming forward. Quick play the ball. Edwards moving away. Doubtful whether they'd retire the full distance. Goes out to Gregory. Gregory holding it again. Dumming, trying to come inside. They don't buy it. And there was a knock on. We're going to try a little kick through. Edwards now changing direction. Long pass across the field. Hampson linked up, turning it back inside, and Wigan have lost a lot of ground as they got the ball away from that scrum. Now they're taking the game forward. While we were changing the tapes, I think it was Lucas who came off. Wigan now managed to drive into the Rovers half. Gregory doing the dummy, Wigan making the break, still on the feet, keeping the ball moving well onto Edwards. Edwards looking a lot sharper, slips the ball nice and it's been dropped. Pass was good enough, Wigan lost possession and Rovers pounced on it quickly. 35 yards out, decide they'll go down the middle where it's easier for Wigan to sew them up. 10 yards short of the halfway line. Crowd thought that ball was going to go out then. Coming up to the short pass, dragging it up to the halfway line. There's the kick behind Hampson, and it's going to roll into the in-goal area. I don't know if it's got enough legs to go there. It hasn't. We're going to have to run it out. Wigan then in possession, 10 yards out from their own line. Laterally, across the field, nothing gained. Good break from acting half-back. Hull KR tackling with great determination in this second half. And Wigan finding it hard to crack the defence. 11 minutes gone, still no score after that. Gregory managing to get his pass in. Wigan breaking through right down the middle of the field. There's plenty of support. Hamley's up with him. Ball still moving, Wigan trying to keep it going. Hanley going now for the line, bringing it inside. Myers can't take it cleanly. And after that sweeping run down the field, Wigan lose possession inside the 25. But it looks as if they might be getting into gear again. OKR very much bunched. Nobody out on the far wing if they keep the ball moving. They've all come into the centre of the field. One wonders how the legs will be in the last 20 minutes. As once again they're taking the difficult way, trying to batter the way down the middle of the field. There's the kick behind the defence. It's a good kick, good touch-finding kick behind Lydon's. No way he could have got to that one. Some of the fire and some of the sparkle seeming to have gone out of this game at the moment. 13 minutes into the second half. Long lob pass. Edwards holding it, trying to come down the middle, runs into trouble. A high pass he took from the scrum. Wigan now coming over the up to 10 yards from the halfway line. A lot of it's one-man rugby at the moment though. One feels if Wigan just play orthodox football, he should crack this defence. OKR moving in very, very quickly. And another loose pass has gone astray. Ball's on the floor. Players diving for it. Referee will give the knock on. Wigan turning it back into the forwards. As OKR are moving in very, very quickly. Spotting, keeping the score down. With Parker to feed. And it's a penalty against the Wigan forwards. Not going in properly, said John Holdsworth. And that's not a good kick. But it's a beautiful catch. Wigan back to their own 25 then. And OKR slow to recoup the forces as Wigan move it across, handing it on. Hanley can't get out of the clutches. Iro coming up to act in half-back. Iro decides he's going to get into this game by hook or by crook. And he's proving so hard. He's knocking them off one after another. Eventually it takes three of them to put him down. Wigan can't get the ball out to the backs as Hull come in very, very quickly. They're playing real smothering football. Kick's been charged down, possession regained. Hull, KR on the halfway line. Turning back into the Wigan defenders. And there's a long pass, well turned inside, Wigan following them. And the ball's loose. Who can get there first? And I think it's a blue and white jersey for Wigan. Did well to get that ball. Bit of lying on in the tackle. Wigan didn't get it. And this game getting very scrappy, and one feels that if it keeps on like this, tempers may get a little frayed. Team Bell up very quickly, right into the Rovers line out, and that referee says that's 5 tackles gone. Grubber kick, covered. And Hull KR, they're putting in a good defensive stint in this second half. Every yard of territory being very hard fought for. Switch there by Edward Gregory. Trying to go through, throws the ball inside to nowhere. Ball still loose. Wigan regain possession, keeping it moving. Going hard down the wing now. Now Wigan have got the gap. The covers across. and Wigan are in. Well, that was loose tackling, but the cover comes over and the ball is banged into touch, and that was good defensive play eventually by the Rovers. They did very, very well to get back there after Wigan had split them open. There'd been a lot of loose play, and number 15 Vanett is coming on for Hull Kingston Rovers. The 17 minutes of this second half gone. Score still Hull KR 6, Wigan 30. As Hull bring on a big forward. Vanett goes into the second row. Parker gets it out, moving it across the field near his own try line. Wigan defenders going in the first battle. Vanett first touch of the ball, makes a good run. Wigan offside. Ironic cheers from the Rovers supporters. A kick for touchdown, Leiden's wing. It's a high one. And a good one, marked 10 yards inside the Wigan half. Another 6 tackles coming up for the Rovers. And Vanett definitely had to make his mark. Got nowhere though. And it's rather dull pedestrian football as they plough the way forward to time. Iro struggling to put his man down, and now Iro had difficulty there in tackling. Vanett again. And he dropped the ball as he went down, says John Holdsworth. He was right on top of the tackle, so it'll be Edwards to feed. It will be Gregory to feed. Shoots straight out the side of the tunnel. Scrummaging's very untidy. Gregory puts it in and he gets it out, lobs it across. Mize cutting inside from the wing. Wigan head down and bash. And I think Wigan have dropped the ball as they went into the tackle. I wonder if Wigan have played themselves out in the first half. Magnificent effort in the first half, but we're not seeing so much of them. Parker coming away from the scrum with it, trying to dummy his way through. Hampson caused him to hesitate, and the Hanley came across to complete the tackle. Watson trying to crash his way through. Hull now, and they've dropped the ball. Coming to Hampson. Hampson flicks it up, keeping it moving. Wigan with a great lead like this should be able to flirt the ball about, give them a bit of license. Crowd strangely quiet, and the penalty to Wigan for the Rovers offside at the play of the ball. Leiden, and Wigan changed their mind. They decided they're going to take a tap, and it paid off. They gained a lot of ground. Hanley suddenly surging forward. Wigan going through the gap, still going, but can't get the ball out. Long one. Beautifully picked up by Wigan. A lot of mauling going on in the tackle, and they've had the ball taken off them. Wigan right in the line out. They can take the dummy, but Iro's there. His arms seem to be about 9 foot long as he wraps them round the opposition. Damn it. You can hear the referee screaming too as Hull comes up to behind to play the ball. And once again the Rovers have gone back in possession. Hampson lying very deep, and that looks like a good kick. Straight into touch. Keith Mills on the field having a little word with Iro to see if he's all right. Referee giving the scrum for the ball back. Kick straight into the touch on the full. Gregory to feed. In it goes. Out to Edwards. They look yards offside as Edwards does a switch. On to Iro. Iro running into the middle. Iro still going. Looking for support. Edwards with Gregory on his right. And it's to Gregory it goes. Gregory a short one. Forwards taking it on. Edwards now having to do the job of acting half-back, telling them where to go, where he wants them. As they drive in on the narrow side, over the almost up to the 25 line. Some of these players must be weary after the test match on Saturday. Little switch there, Wigan doing dummy runs, and it's come off. They go turning down the field, still going for the line, keeping it moving. Can they get it out to Myers? Hanley going for the corner. Is he in? And the referee says it's in. Well, that looks so simple. So simple for Harry Hanley as he went diving in at the corner. Wigan did a very complicated run around earlier on, but then it was so easy and Hanley forced his way over. OKR 6, Wigan 34. And now we're in the last quarter of this game. About 15 minutes to go. Wigan knock on, that's an unusual thing from the kick-off. And the referee going to give the drop out from underneath the post. Wigan knocked on in the in-goal area. It was a hard, long kick. So Wigan will have to give possession back to the Rovers. One sometimes feels that when a team has been scored against, they should start with possession from the halfway line. It's done in some of the schoolboy matches. Line drops out, a deep one right up to the halfway line. Safely taken. The Wigan line of defence has moved up. OKR had a lot of possession in this half. They've hung on to the ball determinedly. Wigan defence holding firm and steady in the middle of the field. Forward is doing a great tackling stint. Gap on the far side. Wigan are in a bit of trouble here. And they just managed to snuff them out 10 yards from the line, but there was a gap out on that Wigan wing now. We're back into the centre with people trying to bludgeon their way through. Ball still loose, fighting for it, Wigan with it. 5 yards out, under their own post. The hard work now, they've got to bring it away. Up to the 10-yard line. Playing it safe and sure. Myers coming into the middle, wanting to have a go. Knocked on behind the play of the ball. There must have been a bit of hesitation because Myers came tearing in from the wing, wanting to go acting half-back. And a bit of a mix-up. Calls the knock on. Parker puts it in and he gets it out. And Wigan penalised over on the far side, right in front of the post. Quick tap taken. Wigan probably fighting to keep the line intact in this second half. And Rovers looking rather ineffective in that move. Wigan moving out quickly. Ball's turned back inside and turned back into the defenders. Been stolen by Wigan. Wigan coming away now. On to Iro. Iro going into the middle, so going across field. Wigan trying to come down the centre. Edwards, little flick. Wigan not doing anything very spectacular at the moment. There's a gap if they can get it out. Now the break is on down this wing. Myers being brought inside, still forcing his way through, has to dive with it eventually. Up to Gregory holding it. Changing direction, decides to go down the middle, gets his pass in, the referee's right on top of it. Absolutely in line with it as it went to Hanley. Hanley follows Gregory so well. At that time, he must have been a couple of inches in front of him, and Holsworth was right on the spot to give the forward pass. Parker to feed. Parker bringing it away. Onto Watson. Watson turns it back inside. And there's a big overlap now. They can get it moving. Wigan defence goes backpedaling. Oh, and that's an obstruction. The referee not giving it. Two players flat out, one from Wigan. Touch judges on though. I thought there was an obstruction after the kick. And Wigan have got the penalty. There must have something happened in the tackle, and it's Wigan who are bringing it away. Well, Rovers had kicked through. It looked as if it might be an obstruction and a kick to Rovers, but the touch judge came on and said something had happened in the tackle, and Wigan got a tap penalty. And they seemed to be playing it very easy, and then suddenly they swept down the field, and it looked as if all over a try to Joe Lydon, right on the line. He lost the ball, and now it's Rovers in their own 25 trying to clear the line with a long kick to Hampson. He loves those, right down his throat, dumbing with it, still running it out, well taken round his ankles, and he has to dive with it. There must be some weary legs out there by now after the tremendous speed of the first half. Wigan had to do a lot of tackling in this second half. Forwards not quite as much in it as they were in the attack. Had to do a lot of defending. OKR moving right into the Wigan line, making it very difficult to make play. Gregory's making the play, makes a breakthrough, and Wigan have knocked on. It's been intercepted, been taken by Sullivan. John Holsworth right on top of the tackles. Had a fair game tonight. Don't think they hold spectators. Edwards covering well there, getting ready for that kick, flicks it out to Hampson. Hampson going tearing down the field, and he's buried. Lydon flicks it inside. Wigan driving in on the narrow side of the field. A lot of room over on this side, but they're not going to get it as Rovers lie up very, very close. Up to the Rovers 25. Gregory handing it on. Call for obstruction as Wigan go hard for the line. He's going to get forced, and his strength took, and he's in touch. Almost over. went well down the touchline, hit the corner flag, but the Dutch judge's flag had gone up a couple of yards short of the corner flag. Hanley done a lot of work tonight. Just short of the line it will be. Parker to feed. Packed all over the place. All they can do is fall on the ball. 5 yards out. Bit of an untidy heap there. Wigan are in quickly. Rovers struggling with great difficulty to get this ball away. I think they're going to have to give it the boot if they're going to clear the lines. Wigan pushing them across the field. No ground being gained at all as the tacklers come in. And the Wigan side, a bunch very close together. It's flung back for the kick. Coming straight to Hampson on the halfway line. Bringing Lydon inside. Lydon going down the middle, moving well. Wigan keeping it going. And they die with it inside the 25. Edwards quickly out. Ball gone astray, that's going to be a knock on. Yes. Into the last 5 minutes of normal time. A high scoring first half, which we haven't been repeated this half. Parker now. Mind you, Rovers have had a lot of the ball. Hit the referee. Wigan pick it up. Referee gives the scrum down. Ball had hit him. Gives the put in to Rovers. And that was a nice bit of feeding. Backs all over the place. They come round the narrow side. Sullivan had tried to bring it away. Ball was moved into the centre of the field. With that, the Rovers forwards making any impression, and they've gone into the fifth tattle with nothing gained at all. It's flung out widely out to being turned nicely inside. A high ball anywhere. Gregory's under it, takes it very well. Hampson was coming up, but Gregory must have screamed, "It's mine," and he took it well. And he's not getting up. He got a bit shattered in that as he took that. They were piling in on top of him. Manages to play it right in the last minute. Don't think it was too serious. This game fizzling out in these last moments. Gregory back on his feet, holding his knee. Edwards waiting for the play of the ball. High one. That's a nasty one, an awkward one. Lots of people going up, balls all over the place, and it's OKR who've got it, but the referee's not having it. They're giving Wigan a penalty. A little bit of a conference as to what they should do. And they're going to have a kick for goal. It's the dying minutes. Well, that high up and under caused a bit of consternation in the Rovers' defence. A little bit of offside, nobody knowing where the ball was or what was happening as it bobbed about, and Wigan got the penalty for offside. Straight kick. 27 yards out. Joe Lydon stabs at it, and it's over. Well, anybody who was brave enough to get 30 points would be wondering, can they get another one? In that we're going to injury time. In a very quiet second half. The Rovers coach must have put some ginger up them at half time, and they certainly seal up the gaps. Little dummy from the Edwards, and now the break is on. Wigan still going. Can he get it out? The support inside, and it's been intercepted. As Hanley was up there, they couldn't get the ball to him. And there goes the hooter for full time. And so the players shake hands with each other as they go off with the final score in the Stones Bitter League match. The final score, Hull KR 6, Wigan 36.